Back again. Try to get it right. Why people gang up on you as the chosen one. The title of the video. I'm back. The spiritual reason. Your people try to jump you physically or even spiritually. There is a reason for that. If it happened in a physical form or within a spiritual one, it's a spiritual meaning behind that. If you are a chosen one, this happened to you at a certain point in your life to where people try to jump you or spiritually gang up on you and attack you. So first off, it's because of your light, right? That you put out in this place, this system. It's because of your light as a chosen one. That's the first reason. When they say children of the sun, the Israelites and stuff of that nature, is connected to Egypt. But you are a child of the sun. It's because of the light. What's up? That's the first reason. You put out too much light, and people can see that. Everyone light emits differently, but they can see yours. So when they see light, guess what they're gonna say? Let's attack it and try to put it out and take it away. You're a chosen one. Maybe you didn't have this question within your head. You didn't know on why this is being done to you. Make sure y'all like the video. Like I said, if you take the Israelites, right, and you break that apart, what it means is Egyptian gods and goddesses, right? Well, Isis and Ra and stuff of that nature. So you are the child of the sun because the Egyptian god Ra is tied to that, the sun and the sky. So that's what they mean. So I said because of your light. That's the first reason why there is other ones. What's up? The other reason would be because how powerful you are, your strength, what you can do. You're too strong. That's why this stuff actually occurs. If you was like anybody else, they can easily get rid of you with just using one person. And they won't have to use multiple people to gang up on you, to jump you. If you was like other people, they can only use one person and that'll take you out. But if you are a chosen one, what is going to happen is that they're going to need extra people and extra help. So if you experience this in your childhood, or even past the point to where you may be older now, maybe adult, I don't know, you begin to attack. That's the reason why. Why me? Why always me? This is because you're a chosen one. And what's on the inside of you. And what do I mean by that, right? When I say you are too powerful, too much to take on, your light is too great. Those people, they know about you before, they even come into contact with you and mess with you. They know about you. But it's because what's on the inside of you, what is taking place. What is taking place is that you are a spiritual giant, right? That's what you actually are. So this is why that stuff is actually occurring and happening. It's because spiritually you are extremely tall. So they need to gather and get enough of people to be able to match the height that you actually is. So do you get that? So even though you can't physically see it or feel it, that is what is actually taking place. And you'll even notice too, even with multiple people ganging up on you, right? You still come out on top. You still find a way through it. It's because you are a chosen one. Yeah, even as a kid. As soon as you reincarnated into this simulation, right? This dimension, even as a little kid, way back then, if you got attacked, whenever you was that age, yeah, you were chosen one. I was talking about from elementary. You could have been in Head Start or something that early on. You could have been getting attacked in daycare. You know what I'm saying? But if people ever had to gang up on you, it's because of who you are spiritually, a chosen one, and you are a spiritual giant. So if you actually start to pay attention to these characters, right, dealing with Marvel, X-Men, whatever you want to say, you take a look at these people, and that's actually y'all. Those characters, they're about some of y'all and the superpowers that y'all have with the junk DNA. So that's what's going on. All those fighting characters that was on there that you seen, that's why it was a lot of them. It's because there's about the chosen ones. So what you think will happen if all of them click up together, or even if it's just one of y'all, all right? When you unlock your body and you activate and you wake up that DNA, that's what you're gonna turn into. But that's what those people can actually see spiritually. So the most powerful ones, they walk alone. Chosen ones, y'all be by y'allself. Y'all do. Y'all be by y'allself a lot. You don't really mess with nobody. If you do have people you mess with like that, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be something serious. But you don't mess with a lot of people. You be by yourself. You go by places by yourself because you may be antisocial. When you have a spiritual awakening and stuff, you kind of like you get you get distant from other people, right? You start to figure stuff out, but you may be by yourself. So yeah, them characters, they was about y'all. Make sure you like the video. Like, oh shoot, I'm finna fight Cyclops. Oh shoot, I'm about to fight Iron Man. Oh man, I'm finna fight the Hulk. Right? It's a parallel universe. This stuff is actually real. So even dealing with those characters and stuff of that nature, even though they all was together, when you seen them, when you seen like the games and the TV shows, they was originally all together. They really was by themselves, bro. All those characters, they really had their own stories. So in their timeline, they was alone. But even within their timeline and stuff, those people didn't want to even mess with them. They was too powerful, right? But that's pretty much really all I wanted to talk about. You know, most of y'all roam alone, like a lone wolf, right? So when people see you and stuff, they can see that energy, within you when they take a look at you, you know. Hopefully this can help you out. What's up? Yeah, you could have been riding like a bit wheel or something as a little kid. You know what I'm saying? You could have been going to school or something at the playground. You could have been on the bus somewhere, or you get what I'm saying? You could have had people when you was a kid. If anything happened to you up until this point, and people try to gang up on you and jump you physically or spiritually, that means that you are a chosen one. And then when y'all get mad and stuff of that nature, like you grow in height, you become more taller spiritually. When they gang up on the chosen one and spiritually attack you, y'all start to grow in size spiritually. You could be 1,000 feet tall to that person. You never freaking know. That's why when you seen the Hulk, he was a regular human. Then when you turn to the Hulk, right, he grew in size. His size increased. Or even dealing with Dragon Ball Z, and you seen those characters, they turn into apes and stuff of that nature. They turn into spiritual giants. They was as tall as the moon. Or even if you seen Dragon Ball Z and they turn into like Super Saiyans, right? They increase their power level, meaning that spiritually they energy became more larger when you had different versions of the Super Saiyans. It just increased in size, right? That's why you had all of these different, transformations and stuff like that. It was telling you that you have an unlimited amount of energy within you that you actually possess. That's why you had those other characters on those TV shows like Dragon Ball Z. Their energy would just reach to a certain point and then it would stop. But you would have like the main characters and stuff like that. Their energy level it always went up. Yeah, when you get madder, you turn to a spiritual giant and stuff. Your aura does be more intense, right? Your aura it does extend outwards and become larger in size when you're mad. That's where they get that from. They get that from it's on DBZ. And that's where they get that from on them shows and stuff. When them characters, them villains, they be looking at the transformations and stuff. Like the main characters, like the Super Saiyans, they be completely surprised. They they be shook when they look at some of y'all transformations. Well, yeah, you're not a chosen one. Most likely, you could be. It's a few out there, but how you know you chosen is because if any time in your life it took multiple people to take you on. You see that within Dragon Ball Z too. Like you had the main characters like Goku and stuff of that nature or whatever like that, and then you'll see like it'll be multiple people even trying to take him on. And this is even connected to you being an angel and stuff of that nature. You could be a spiritual being in a human body, being an angel and stuff of that nature. And this is the reason why they have to gang up on you, right? It's because of that as well. Because you have a special type of DNA. Oh, you say Frieza knew he messed up when Goku transformed. Yeah, you'll see it on there too. They'll be shocked as hell. And even Naruto and stuff, all those transformations and stuff that was all about, special type of DNA, being spiritual giants and stuff of that nature with all of those characters. When they transform, they turn into spiritual giants. It was so big, it is they covered the whole screen with the attacks and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much really all I wanted to talk about. But yeah, man, it happened to me too many times. Whether it is in person or it may be something online. What's up? Yeah, it could even get to the point to where you say that you're not a violent person and you don't look for stuff like that. But even on Dragon Ball Z, they had angels, their depiction on there, and they were so powerful to the point to where they didn't even have to fight. That's how powerful they actually was. But if that ever happened to you, that's the reason why. What's up? But anyways, man, that's really all I wanted to talk about. So if that ever happened to you, you know the reason why. But anyways, man, this Enoch, man, 777 peace. I'm out, y'all.